Today I'm going to show you how to grid video in CapCut in a simple step-by-step way so you can create clean split-screen layouts, multi-clip collages, and professional-looking grid edits fast. This is perfect if you want to make a 4-way grid, a 9-way grid, or any custom multi-video layout without guessing your spacing or wasting time on trial and error. If this tutorial helps, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more CapCut tips and editing tutorials. Alright, let's jump in. First, open CapCut and start a new project. Import all of the video clips you want to use into your media library. It helps to organize them first so you know which clip you want in each section of the grid. Once your clips are imported, drag and drop your first video clip onto the main timeline track. Then stack the additional clips directly above it on separate tracks. You want each clip on its own layer so you can move, scale, and position them individually. Now, before you start resizing anything, make sure the clips are aligned in time if you want them to play together. If your grid is meant to start at the same moment, line up the beginning of each clip so they all match horizontally on the timeline. This makes the final edit feel smooth and keeps your split screen perfectly synced. Next, click on your first video clip in the timeline. Go over to the Video tab, then open the Basic menu in the top right Properties panel. This is where you'll control the clip's scale and position. For a clean 4-way grid, set each clip to exactly 50% scale. That gives you enough room to place 4 videos evenly across the screen. If you want a 9-way grid or a 3x3 layout, set each clip to around 33.3% scale. That smaller size helps each clip fit neatly into its own section of the canvas. If your clips look too wide, cropped incorrectly, or don't match the frame shape you want, use the crop tool above the timeline. Crop can help you trim the edges and make each clip fit better inside your grid. This is especially useful if you're working with mixed footage from different cameras or phone recordings with different orientations. You want all the clips to feel balanced, not stretched or awkwardly cut off. Now comes the most important part. Positioning the clips into the grid. Select a clip and look for the position controls under the Basic Video tab. You'll see X and Y coordinate values. These let you place each clip exactly where you want it. You can either drag the clip inside the preview window or type in exact coordinates for more accurate alignment. Dragging is quicker, but using coordinates gives you a more precise and professional result. If you're making a 4-way grid on a standard 16:9 canvas, think of the screen as divided into 4 equal sections. Each 50% scaled clip should be placed into one corner. Keep the spacing symmetrical so the grid lines up cleanly. If one clip is slightly off, the whole layout can look unbalanced, so take a moment to adjust each one until the edges meet neatly. For a 9-way grid, divide the canvas into 3 rows and 3 columns. Place each 33% scaled clip into its own section. Again, use the X and Y position values to line everything up as evenly as possible. If you're not sure whether the placement is correct, zoom in on the preview and compare the spacing between clips. A good grid should look evenly spaced from every angle. A really helpful tip is to duplicate clips once you've got one position right, especially if several clips need the same size and similar placement. That can save a lot of time. Then just change the source video on each layer and keep the same grid structure. This is a fast way to build a consistent layout without repeating the same setup over and over. Also, remember to check the playback after positioning everything. Play the timeline and make sure all the clips start together and stay aligned. If one clip feels out of place, go back to the Basic panel and fine-tune the X and Y values until it snaps into the right section. Small adjustments can make a huge difference in how polished the final result looks. Once your grid is set up, you can add extra finishing touches like borders, text labels, or background music to make the edit even better. But the core process is always the same. Import your clips, stack them on separate tracks, scale them correctly, crop if needed, and position them into a clean grid layout. And that's how to grid video in CapCut. It's a simple technique, but once you learn it, you can use it for reaction videos, side-by-side comparisons, social media edits, tutorials, and creative montages. If this video helped you out, please hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next CapCut editing guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.